Oh
Uh-oh,
yeah.
something has happened on XSplit. Encountered a problem maybe due to the programming bug. What the fuck? Okay. Well, we are now broadcasting. We are on the road again. Just so glad to be on the road
again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly. Well,
On the road again. Yeah.
how was your day, Matt?
Oh, it was pretty good.
All right.
Can't complain.
Can't complain.
Nah, don't feel like it.
Do you plan on going to play Magic again tonight? Probably not.
No, the shop closes at 10.
Oh yeah, forgot. It's not Friday.
Excuse me, folks. No.
All right, so today is episode number 2 of Tech Tip Thursdays. I think this is just the tip. Oh my lord! And first of all, for the biggest tip that a lot of people like don't realize that they can like remedy really easily is dealing with multiple installs like a plug and play instead of having to download Java and download all your browsers and download Skype and then installing them all separately, which seems like a total drag. I don't know about you, but to me, it's a total drag. Software like Nanite. Oh my god, Matt, what's going on?
What?
I don't know. It's not just like, oh my god, just a whole bunch of but nonetheless, software like Nanite basically helps. This is my big tech tip for tonight. Well, no, this is not the big tech tip. Because the big tech tip, I'm gonna like end up ranting a little.
Yeah.
But this one, I think every person that even owns a computer should at least utilize this. And at least utilize this every time they have to re-image their system. Because this is where it comes in the biggest. Is if you have a brand new image on your computer, you don't feel like, oh, I don't want to do all this. You can literally go through Nanite and just download an executable installer that will install this select array of very useful at some points. For example, like Spotify is awesome. Like me, I would click Chrome, Opera, Skype, or not Opera. What am I talking about? Chrome, Firefox, Skype, VLC, K-Lite codecs, Spotify, QuickTime, and Java. And I'll do all the runtimes because you never know when you come across a runtime. So I always just do them all. Let's see, I'll do Adobe Reader. And depending on how they're doing, right now I'm into Avast. I don't recommend anything that actually, no antivirus software out there is perfect. So I'm not going to even talk about which one I use personally, but I'm not going to talk about...
I will.
Oh, really? What do you use personally? Please
Windows
say.
Defender.
Windows Defender?
Yes.
Ah, come on.
I haven't gotten anything, so it's like, I'll get to it later.
What I use now is Avast because I found that Windows Defender, like if I can work around it easily, I don't like it. Windows Defender is pretty lightweight. I like that it's lightweight. It doesn't have a library. What it does is it interacts to system averages on your computer. So if something starts randomly start using more resources, it's going to think that's a virus and then kill it. So that's how Windows Defender and Essentials works. Avast and Norton, McAfee, all those are all library based.
Screw Norton.
Yeah, screw Norton.
Norton and McAfee.
I don't even think they call it McAfee anymore.
No, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Or Symantec. Symantec also is also library based.
If I'm not on this, I'm using Trend Micro Titanium.
Okay. But either way, I'm a software developer, and same thing with you, Matt. So I'll put Python, I'll put Notepad++. Oh yeah, Notepad++. Both JDKs. And I'll put Eclipse. I don't really use WinSPC and all that. And I'll go through and I'll put Dropbox, Google Drive, Steam, of course, and WinRAR and 7-Zip. And Classic Start if it's a Windows 8 machine. So, and basically you just click Get Installer and it downloads it for you, and cuckoo you.
With no bloatware or adware.
Yeah, no, none of that. Screw Curse Chat.
I thought you were on Curse Chat.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Derek? So, right now it is Tech Tip Thursday, and we're talking about like little things that can help out with when you have a brand new system, a brand new image on a system, even, and helping it getting it run up and running quicker and a lot easier, which I think is awesome.
I know absolutely nothing about this. So.
Oh, well, we just talked about Nanite, and Nanite's a great little software, as I said before, that lets you just install multiple things at the same time. So you don't actually, it's just, you click it and you leave, and just let it do its thing. Another software that I recently learned about was Cyzen, which is like Nanite, but in the case of Nanite doesn't let you basically pick whatever software you want to install. This Cyzen will basically install any software that you just, as long as you put the installer on it, it will then install it. And then you can take that software and just put it onto any computer. So this one's more of an enterprise solution in my opinion, but technically both of them are. I actually learned them while I was working as IT at the university, so.
Yeah,
I've
never done any type of IT of any sort.
Yeah, well, if you ever get to the point where you have multiple computers and you have to like constantly, or you want to like upgrade to Windows 10, for example, when it comes out, this is a good little doohickey to mess with, to keep in mind.
Windows 10, when that comes out, Mueller said that it was going to be free for those with Windows 7. Is that true, or do we know anything about that?
Yes, no, that is true.
How do you get the upgrade for free? Where do you go? Is it like Microsoft page?
I believe yes. You have to have a Microsoft account and you have to have your thing registered or whatever. I'm assuming your laptop is. And basically, once it comes out, I'm pretty sure they'll either have an outlet on their website to be able to download the ISO, and then from there you can mount it onto or maybe you can actually, Windows 8 introduced a thing to be able to unzip ISOs and then mount them straight to your disk. So I'm assuming Windows 10 continues that, and then you can actually just legitimately run it from the desktop.
Making perfect sense.
So I don't know exactly how they're going to implement, because I know Windows 8 has the store, quote unquote, on there that they use to update everything. But Windows 7 doesn't, of course, and so I'm assuming you just have to go to the website. Either way, I believe as students at the university, you can actually get Windows 10, the technical edition, the technical evaluation, already through the school. Yeah, for free and everything.
I used like 8, like ages ago, like maybe 4 years ago before it came out, and it was just a big turd. So I don't really feel like using. I don't feel like using OSs before they're ready.
Yeah,
Because even when they come out, they're not even guaranteed to be any good. I mean, look at Vista.
Yeah.
Vista.
Now, as far as
yeah.
like the upgrade process goes, I don't know if they're gonna like only give you the basic version for free, and that's what I'm wondering about. Mostly is if they're just gonna give you the basic version for free. I'm not all about that, and I'll just go through the school and get the top of the line version. So
Yeah.
and honestly, like the top of the line version, I believe doesn't expire. So
I should hope not.
yeah, should hope not either. So Matt, you have actually an account with the top of line with the with the school one, right? Actually, it's my account.
No, I also have DreamSpark.
But yeah, but your install is from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been how long? Like a year?
Something like that.
Yeah, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
The next little thing I want to highlight is for a Mac, for Apple products, and I guess Matt, you can like put your head in a bucket and scream while I'm doing this. But basically, Cinch is a really cool software that gives you the whole Snap Windows functionality from Windows, and actually it was originally from Linux, but whatever. And that's about all I have to say about that. It's only $7 and it's worth it. Now, Matt.
What?
You want to talk about this?
Talk about a what?
Talk about
Sorry,
a what?
Man.
Oh, goddamn.
Talk about a what?
Talk about a what? Talk about the SATA to PCI. And you can
go back to bed.
Okay, so this thing is a PCI riser that takes a regular M.2 SATA SSD and turns it into a PCI SSD. Now, PCI SSDs are amazing, but for what reason they put a SATA port on it makes no freaking sense. The people that buy this are gonna use it as a PCI SSD. They're not gonna put a freaking SATA cable to it and just have it run slower.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
wait. I think I know why they did that. Yeah. Okay. As if they didn't actually have room for the PCI slot. They can just connect it via SATA.
well,
Think about it. That's actually useful for older machines.
If they have a PCI slot, why are they going to use SATA?
Some computers only have one PCI slot.
Yes, and why would you? What else would you be using that for?
Well, let's see if your laptop broke, and you needed to get the data off of it, and it only had an M.2 SATA on it. So you put it in that, and you connect it via SATA into the power. Bam. That would be the use. Either way, I think this is more useful than the HyperX version.
Yeah, but you still got to buy your terabyte SSD.
Touche.
I only say this because he wants a terabyte SSD, folks. So
I am
will just end up buying the HyperX.
I am mildly
SSD.
masochistic, so
yeah.
Watch it fail before I even use up all the terabit.
Yeah.
I'm just doing so many rewrites to it.
No, really, I think it's a pretty cool thing. They're just taking, they're just not including the SSD to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing if that's all you need. Like you said, if all you need to do is recover info from your laptop, then yeah, that's an amazing piece of machinery. But like I said before, why would you connect the the SATA cable.
You're getting
when-
too hung up on the SATA cable. The SATA cable's optional. On the Amazon page, it says "or." That's the key
I
word.
know. I know I'm getting too hung up on it, but I just got to ask the manufacturers, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, with or, if either's true, it's yes, right? So you get both.
I know,
Yeah.
but
I-
this thing MSRP is $50. Okay, they could have probably knocked it down another $10 without putting that freaking SATA port on there.
Wait, how much is the HyperX
And-
Razor? Let's go with that very quick.
Well, we can't really compare that because that comes with the SSD.
Okay, fine. Fine, whatever. Cop out.
And that doesn't. No, it's not a cop out. It's true because you buy the SSD and you get the riser.
So let's say this is, since it's not a black PCB, the HyperX version,
which is sexy,
is
which
$50.
very
Fuck it.
sexy.
So for $20 more, you don't get the SATA support. Whoop-de fucking do. All right, we're ending this one. Now, okay. So
You said I could rant. So
yes,
I'm
you
trying to
ranted,
rant.
and you ranted beautifully. Basically, the last.
You're a sexy ranter.
Oh
Thank
yeah, goddamn right. Basically, the last part, because of course we try to keep the Tech Tip Thursday to a 30-minute show, is that personally, I think every computer should have these. I set up like 3 browser extensions that I think every browser should have. And the first being AdBlock Plus, no brainer. That's kind of just everybody should have that. Now, the other 2, not many people think about. And that's what I'm going to get into today. So, beyond AdBlock Plus, which the uses are self-explanatory, there is this one, which is called Ghostry. And I love Ghostry because it is used to block individual tracking cookies. For example, if I were to go to, let's see, go to this website. Yeah. You'll see in this little corner a little purple bubble, and that is just, it blocks like Facebook plugins that would typically send the information, the metadata from that website back to Facebook, back to Twitter, back to Amazon. Amazon's a big one. And so it helps, I guess, kind of like control on who's tracking your cookies and who's getting a hold of them. Because what companies actually use cookies for the most part, is not to necessarily track you and your movements and NSA kind of thing, but more so for advertisements. And
Bullshit.
well,
NSA sees everything all the time, no matter what.
well, the secondary use of this is to be able to better target ads towards and build a profile based on your IP address of like what you normally look at. So they will sell that data to companies like Google and other ad companies. I believe Yahoo also has one, and Facebook also. And they will use that to make ads. For example, on YouTube, if you don't have ad block, you'll see like ads from a website, like for example Newegg. If you just went to Newegg 5 minutes ago, you'll see ads on Newegg, possibly of even that product that you were just looking at, because of these plugins. Another thing, before we run out of time, that I think every browser should have is HTTPS everywhere. Now, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, which is what HTTPS means, is a nice little add-on that forces HTTPS, like websites that have the option for it, and forces them to use it. Now this gives a first layer encryption to all your transfers, because things that are just normal, not secure, even under SSL, can still be intercepted and easily taken apart and read. And so this helps people get their data to A to B without being sniffed as easily. So these are the 3 things that I think everybody should have on their browser. And beyond that, it has been it's nearly 9:30.
Okay, can I just say something as our tech highlight?
All right, what's up?
I'm going to show you this.
Here,
because I think it's
Linkaroo. Yeah. All right.
I just found this actually, folks. Are you
yeah,
looking at it?
I'm gonna pull it up.
So I just found this, and it's a mini computer, micro, I think. Yeah, micro
ITX.
Yeah, that computer. The case is completely built out of Legos.
God damn it! Technology has advanced so far.
So,
oh man.
I mean, is this a win?
Yeah, I think this is a win.
So,
I'd build this case.
Yeah.
How's the ventilation though? It looks terrible.
Yeah. For some reason, it sucks air from the top and pushes it out the bottom. Don't know why. Because hot air rises and you'll just get conflicting airflow.
But, yeah, it seems like you'd want to do that in reverse.
Yeah.
I feel like we could improve on this Lego design.
Let's buy a bunch of black Legos and let's do this.
Why black?
But does it have to be black Legos?
Okay, fine. Let's just get a bunch of random ass Legos and do this shit.
That is a good plan. I have a bunch of random ass Legos from like when I was a kid.
So do I. But no, I saw this because I was browsing Imager, and
I dig it. Actually, I think this is the best highlight so far. It's only episode 2, but this one's the best one, forever and always.
I do have another one, and this is a software fix.
Oh,
because I
you want to save it for next week?
Actually, no.
No? Okay.
No. For everybody that uses Skype, and I know a lot of people do.
Okay.
Always have those ads on Skype.
Oh yeah, it's to get rid. Yeah, I know.
Get rid of the ads. Well, I know you know, but this is for everyone else that watches this and doesn't know.
Okay.
I actually just did this, and it's actually freaking incredible. So basically, we'll post this link with the video whenever it gets published to YouTube. But basically, you just type in the website, click add, and then it gets rid of ads.
Pretty freaking sweet.
Yes.
You know what you can also use to get rid of ads?
Ad blocker?
Well, no, for Skype. On Apple, on Macintosh, the Skype doesn't have ads.
Okay, 1%. 1% right here. Calm down, 1%. But yeah, I wanted to share those things because I thought they were pretty cool.
Actually, I think that I honestly did not think about that. That's actually a really good tip.
Yeah. But yeah, Lego computer #1 tip. So, highlight already.
Yeah, that's a product highlight. How much is it, anyways? Here, wait. What is?
I have no idea actually.
Okay, he says, the more expensive they built for about 900.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no clue how this would work. Why?
I don't. In their pictures, they don't even show the power supply.
I feel like there would be a problem with static.
No, it's plastic.
Still.
Plastic doesn't. No, plastic doesn't conduct static electricity.
Yeah, but the board does.
It's
And
all
it doesn't have a
plastic,
ground.
bro. It doesn't even have a power supply.
What? So is this like
Oh,
a
wait.
casket for...
Oh,
Okay,
no,
you know,
okay. I'm
you're
looking at
derpy.
the rear. Yeah. Well, I didn't see it, but no, the power is on the motherboard, which is really weird.
Huh.
Let me see this motherboard. Huh. Yeah, that's really weird.
Well, it's pretty cool. Doesn't
But
make much
it has
sense. But I
Who
won't.
cares, man?
I'm not
want
gonna.
one.
I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna deny its existence either.
I want one.
All right. Well, it's been a good show.
Yes.
Today was a good show. All right,
Next
everyone.
week, you might see a Lego computer.
Oh man, don't overhype next week. All right.
Why not?
Yeah. Next week's gonna be shit.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
Next
guys.
week is the worst show ever. All right, everyone. Later.
All right. Later.
Show up next week. You're gonna be really disappointed, and we're already setting the bar low.
Yes.